How did these Kendrick Lamar verses lead to J. Cole getting slapped?
I'm Machiavelli's offspring, I'm the king of New York.
Since over 3 million of you liked our Why Diddy Slap Drake video, today we're gonna talk about Diddy slapping another rapper. This time, it's Jermaine Cole. But it's not only J. Cole that got into it with Diddy. In this story, even K. Dot almost got hit by Puff. See, Diddy had an issue with the entire Big Three, even before the Big Three even became a thing. This story all started because of that Kendrick Control verse. Oh God, here comes Brother Love.
Got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
On the 14th of August 2013, Big Sean released the song Control. Some of you might even disagree that the song Control is a Big Sean song just because of what K-Dot did with his verse. The song was initially meant to be on Big Sean's second album, Hall of Fame, but it was removed from the album because of some uncleared samples. We have to give some credit to Big Sean here. After hearing that Kendrick verse, he could have chosen not to release the song at all, but he stated that he released the song just to encourage competition in hip-hop. Now, this was the verse where Kendrick claimed he was the king of New York, called out every rapper from his generation, saying he was out to destroy every one of them.
I'm Machiavelli's offspring, I'm the king of New York. I heard the barbershops being great debates all the time about who's the best MC, Kendrick, Jigga, and Nas. Eminem, Andre 3000. I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with. But this is hip-hop and them niggas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J. Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more now. No.
This verse got everyone talking, with some rappers responding to the verse. And when Kendrick was asked about the people responding, he stated that they just needed to try harder.
How you feeling about all the comebacks lately from your Control verse?
They gotta try harder.
Everyone saw this as a great moment for hip-hop. What Kendrick was doing was raising the bar, giving us a moment and bringing back the competitiveness of hip-hop that we all love. However, it seems everyone but Brother Love was happy about this verse. This was specifically because of K-Dot's line where he claimed he was the king of New York. You see, the king of New York has always been a controversial topic for hip-hop right from the 90s. The East Coast is very competitive, with great MCs almost on every part of the city and on every corner you look. So to have one person claim he is the king of the entire city is always going to be controversial. The King of New York title is also one of the issues that led to one of hip-hop's biggest beef, the beef between Jay-Z and Nas. This time, it was Kendrick, who is actually from the West Coast, claiming to be King of New York. This is one of the reasons why the Control verse was very controversial, but it's also what made it quite brilliant. And just 2 weeks after Control was released, the MTV VMAs happened. The 2013 VMAs happened at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. East Coast, and in the same city Kendrick said he was the king of. Kendrick Lamar was nominated for the Best Male and Best Hip Hop Video, but he won none of the awards. However, the controversy of that verse followed Kendrick to the after party of the awards show. Diddy and Jay-Z were the joint hosts of this after party, as it was sponsored by their brands, Ciroc and Douce. This was the period when Hollywood still loved the Diddy parties, so every big name you could imagine was at the club where the after party was happening. There was more than enough alcohol going around at this party, and those drinks can make an honest man out of anyone. After a couple of hours into the party, several reports state that Diddy was quite drunk and he approached K-Dot about that King of New York line he said on the Control verse. Diddy and Jay-Z initially had a classy response to Kendrick's claim about being the King of New York. They posted a picture of them laughing off the idea that K-Dot was the king of their city. And even when Kendrick was asked about this post, he showed respect to Jay and Puff.
Jay-Z and P. Diddy post, what do you think about that Instagram post they did of you?
That's a big homie. Everybody else gotta try harder though.
However, it seems this wasn't exactly how Diddy felt about the whole thing. The alcohol had stripped him of his inhibitions, and the drunk Diddy confronted Kendrick about the King of New York line. Some reports claim that Diddy was pressing Kendrick about the line continuously and then trying to pour a bottle of Ciroc on K-Dot's head. And this is when J. Cole got involved. Cole was standing up for his homie. He allegedly said something disrespectful about Diddy's girlfriend at the time, Cassie. Then he mentioned that Diddy was responsible for the death of Tupac. Cole then stated rappers are scared of getting competitive as they are worried that Brother Love might do to them what was done to Pac and Biggie. J. Cole and Diddy got into a fight after this. Cole was reportedly getting the better of Diddy before Jay-Z had to jump in between both of them and stop the fight. Then Cole was escorted out of the building. Jay-Z and Beyonce also left the club shortly after this incident. Everyone who was at the club was forced to delete any pictures and videos they had about the fight.
And allegedly there was footage that people were forced to delete.
Yeah.
After the fact.
Yeah, there was footage about this.
Now, both parties denied that this fight ever happened. And J. Cole and Diddy even released a video with them, roughhousing, playing around, messing around with each other, just to prove that, look, y'all, we cool.
Continue to drop. Come on, man. This is Cold World, J. Cole. I'm about to have my own show on Revolt. Yeah. I'm about to have my own show on Revolt. Absolutely. I'm about to have my own show on Revolt.
J. Cole just negotiated his own show on Revolt. I know where.
I'm about to have my own show on Revolt, man. It's Cold World. It's a cold world. It's a cold world. Need some smart shit, man. We're gonna bring some smart shit, man. Some gangster shit.
I love it, man. Thank you. I need the help, brother.
No, man, I need the help. Thank you, man. This is a repeat. Y'all see it. It's evident.
However, according to Punch, who's the president of TDE, who was also at the event, says this is not exactly what happened. Now, in his interview on the R&B Money podcast, Punch says that it was actually Kendrick and Cole that actually was sitting around talking about the Control verse. It was actually a friendly conversation. Kendrick Lamar and his homies was just sitting around and they was trying to explain to J. Cole that the verse was nothing but just a little, friendly competition. And then here comes Brother Love coming over there, talking to both rappers, telling them to just chill, and keep it on the wax.
We get to the club. So one of the homies approached us and talking about this particular record. So we going back and forth. Oh, it's not personal. It's just this and that. It's cool, whatever. It's like if we playing basketball, I'm gonna try to beat you, you trying to beat me, and we good after. Like, yeah, okay, cool.
A friendly fade.
Friendly fade, if you will.
Yes.
Another one of the homies walk up, he a little drunk. He said, yeah, y'all niggas, y'all need to just go back and forth and keep it on wax.
Now, Diddy and J. Cole got into an argument, they just got into it. It's going back and forth. But fam, now this argument wasn't about the conversation alone. Now, according to Punch, he stated that Diddy and Cole actually had another argument earlier on.
So the two dudes who approached, they get into a little back and forth, a little argument
With each other?
with each other now.
Okay.
Because what we didn't know is they had got an argument before we got there. So they was kind of continuing it. So, okay, things settled and we go to the VIP. So in this VIP section is literally the front row of the Grammys. In this one section.
The fight didn't start after the first confrontation. Only minutes after when Diddy walked up to J. Cole again. This time he told Cole if you ever repeated any of the things that he said to him before, that he was gonna break a bottle and use it to slit his throat. Okay, brother love, okay.
So the nigga came back to him. The ones who got an altercation earlier, he's like, yeah. And if you ever say what you said to me earlier, nigga, and he grabbed a bottle from the table because he got all of the alcohol joints. And he said, what you gonna do? Hit me on my head with a bottle? He's like, nah, I'm gonna break it on the table, I'm gonna cut your throat. So it's like a movie.
Right.
Like, ooh.
So despite all the denials, the fight did happen. Cole eventually confirmed that the fight happened on his song, Let Go My Hand. He rapped, my last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it? I bought that, his album in 7th grade, and played it so much you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then, I ain't know shit. Now I know too much. That line about knowing too much was apparently Cole's way of warning us all about Diddy even before everyone started talking about it. These days, Diddy surely ain't slapping nobody. He spends 23 hours isolated in his cell, and he's only allowed to spend 1 hour outdoors.